Gurubhyo Namaha. We'll first recite the 5th chapter till we learn it. Panchamodhyayah Dhyanam Om Ganta Shulahalani Shankamusale Chakram Dhanusayakam Hastabjairdatim Ganantavilasacchitam Shutulya Prabham Gauri Deha Samudbhavam Trijagadhamadhara Bhutam Mahapurvamatra Saraswati Manuvaje Sumbadi Daidyardhinim Om Kleem Rushiruvaja Pura Shumbanishum Asurabhyam Shachipate Trailokyam Yanya Bhagascha Hrita Madabalashrayad Taveva Suryatam Tatvadadikaram Tataindavam Kaubera Madayamyam Cha Chakrate Varunasya Cha Taveva Pavanardim Cha Chakraturvahni Karma Cha Tato Deva Vinirdhuta Brashtarajyav Parajitah Hridadikaras Tridashastabhyam Sarve Nirakrutah Mahasurabhyam Tam Devim Samsmarantya Parajitam Tayasmakam Varodhatto Yada Patsu Smrita Kilah Bhavatam Nashayishyami Tachanat Paramapadah Idi Krutva Matim Deva Himavantam Nageshwaram Jagmustatra Tadho Devim Vishnu Mayam Pratushtuh Deva Ujuh Namo Devyai Mahadevyai Shivayai Satatam Namah Namah Prakrutyai Bhadrayai Niyatav Pranadasmatam Raudrayai Namo Nityayai Gauryai Datrei Namo Namah Jyotsnayai Chendurupinyai Sukhayai Satatam Namah Kalyanyai Pranatam Vruddhyai Siddhyai Kurmo Namo Namah Nairuddhyai Bhubrutam Lakshmyai Sharvanyai Te Namo Namah Durgayai Durgaparayai Sarayai Sarvakarinyai Kyatyai Tathaiva Krishnayai Dhumrayai Satatam Namah Ati Saumyati Raudrayai Namastasyai Namo Natastasyai Namo Namah Namo Jagat Pratishthayai Devyai Krutyai Namo Namah Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Vishnu Maheti Shabdhita Namastasyai 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 Namo Namah Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Chetanetya Vidhiyate Namastasyai 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 Namo Namah Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Buddhirupena Samstita Namastasyai 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 Namo Namah Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Nidra Rupena Samstita Namastasyai 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 Namo Namah Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Kshudha Rupena Samstita Namastasyai 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 Namo Namah Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu छायारूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः या देवी सर्वभूतेषु शक्तिरूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः या देवी सर्वभूतेषु तृष्णारूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः या देवी सर्वभूतेषु क्षान्तिरूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः या देवी सर्वभूतेषु जातिरूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः या देवी सर्वभूतेषु लज्जारूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः या देवी सर्वभूतेषु शान्तिरूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः. Uttara Charitram. Mahasaraswati is the Devata. They say it is the pure knowledge that takes you to the Brahman. That is the reason Saraswati is also, yesterday that I told you, day before yesterday, like Saraswati is wearing white color sari to show only the purity of that knowledge. Purity of that knowledge is what she depicts. As we see, like the first Charitra talked about Vishnu Maya, Maya Rupam of Amba. She is called Vishnu Maya. And the second Charitram was aimed at Raja. If you say it's a Mahishasuravadam, they say like, they don't say about anything else. They say about Indra Bhoon Mahishasura. Indra Bhoon, Mahishasura became the Indra. Indra Bhoon, he became the king of the heaven. So the thing was aimed at the Raja, because there are two characters here, Raja and the Vaishya. Raja wanted to get back the kingdom and he wants to rule like, that Rajas aspect didn't leave him. But this Vaishya is aiming at redemption, the release from the samsara. So the knowledge comes to play here. But where he is from, Vaishya's life, if you see it, he is a merchant. That material wealth is something he has been dealing with. So here, in this third Charitra, they don't talk about Shumba Nishumba become the Indra here. They say that they took away all the wealth of the celestials, the divine, all the gods and goddesses. They have taken away whatever their power and essence, they have been, the way they have played it, that's all. Okay, first we will go to the Dhyana Slokam. Ghanta Shula Halani Shankha Musale Chakram Dhanu Shayaka. These are all Saraswati has got 8 hands here. Mahakali has got 10. Mahalakshmi has got 18 hands. Saraswati has got 8 hands here. So what all she's Ghanta. Ghanta means bell. Shulam, you all know it is a trident. Shula, Halani. Hala means plow. This is the only thing that is having extra. Baki everything, you have seen it in both Lakshmi and of course Lakshmi, she has got everything. Lakshmi has got all the things. The only thing that is different from what Mahakali had was this plow. And Shankam is the conch. Shankam, Musala is the mace that they have it in the hand, mace. Huh? Musalana Volake vandu mace na dhandam nu solra. Mace vandu it is dhandam or the what is this called? Mace. Huh? Gada only. It is like gada than solra. Shanka Musale, Chakram is the Chakram. Dhanu Sayakam. Dhanu is bow and the arrows. So the first line describes all the weapons that she is holding. Asthabjair dhadatim. Abja means lotus. Hastabjai dadadim. Hands are like lotus. It is not only that she holds all these things in her lotus. That is so tender. That is to say, like, how tender her hands. Though the weapons don't look so that tenderly, her hands are tender, holding those weapons. This is the beautiful explanation. Ghanant Vilasat Shitamshu Tulya Prabham. See, when you are reciting it, we recite it as that Sandhi. We have to be very, very careful. We have to recite it as Vilasat Shitamshu. But when you are splitting it, Vilasat Shitamshu. Shitamshu is moon. So Vilasat Shitamshu. So Vilasat Chitamshu is how we have to pronounce it. Ghana means the clouds. Ghana on the edge of the cloud. When the moon shines at the edge of the cloud, its radiance is so vibrant, like, it is, you feel it is much more because there is something hiding. So whatever comes out of that edge. So her radiance is compared to that of the moon at the edge of the cloud. Ghanantha Vilasat. Shitamsu Tulyam. It is similar to the moon's rays. Cool moon rays. Cool moon rays. That is very, very important because this defines her. She is very tender. Abja Hatha. Like, the lotus-like hands. Though she is holding all weapons in her lotus-like hands, and Shitamsu Tulya Prabha. It is shining, but like the moon's rays, it is cool. So she is so gentle. The contrasting aspect, as we the entire Mahatmyam is based on the contrasting aspect of the divine, the absolute, how it is both good and as well as the bad. So this comes like that. Gauri Deha Samudbhavam. When we when we get to learn Murti Rahasyam from that Chandika Mahalakshmi, everyone emerges from there. Even Mahasaraswati emerges from Chandika Mahalakshmi. Gauri Deha. That is why she emerged from the body of Gauri is the one who is shining like gold, like shining. Mahalakshmi is that kind of a Chandika Mahalakshmi. We are talking about Chandika Mahalakshmi, who is the Adi Shakti. Gauri Dehasmadhu. She emerged from the body of Gauri. Gauri Dehasamudbhavam. Trijagada Madhara Bhutam. She supports the entire three worlds. Purvamatra Saraswati. Anubhajati is worshipping her. Purvamatra Saraswati. I worship this incomparable, this Saraswati. Shumbhadi Daityarthana, who destroyed, actually killed Shumbha and other asuras, because there are so many asuras are lined up in this Uttara Charitra. Shumbha come in the end. So she destroys everyone. She is the main deity here. What they say is, whatever be the kind of negativity, knowledge can destroy it. It is only the pure knowledge that can take away the difficulties or the negativities in your life. Negativity, that is why we say, Chaya Rupena Samstita. Even the shadow actually is the representation of ignorance. Chaya is dark, no? When the light is blocked, you see the shadow. So when the knowledge is blocked, the negativity, Ajnana is seen. Chaya is, but she is also that. She is the light. She is the one who is hiding the light, and she is the shadow. She is the cause of everything. So now we say this, I worship the incomparable Mahasaraswati, who holds in her lotus-like hands bell, trident, plough, conch, mace, discus, bow and arrow, whose effulgence is like that of the moon at the edge of the cloud. That is very, very important. Moon shining at the edge of a cloud is shining brightly. In the same way, her radiance and his effulgence is such that, but she's cool. Who is the support of the three worlds? Cool deity she is. So who is the support of the three worlds? And she emerged from the body of Gauri, Deha Samudbhavam. Why she emerged? To destroy Shumbha and other asuras. So Mahasaraswati, who is the presiding deity of this third Charitha, she's of sattvic nature. You can make out from the description, we can make out that she is sattvic, and excepting the plough, everything else is what Mahakali and Mahalakshmi both were holding. So she is, the only thing that was extra here is plough. Plough is you have to dig deep in to get knowledge. You cannot superficially, you cannot see knowledge everywhere. If you have to get knowledge, you have to really dig deep. Then only knowledge also will flourish. If when you put the seed of knowledge, it will grow very well if you plow deeply, dig deeply. So plow is something that represents the cultivation. Mainly that, agriculture in the material world, actual agriculture happens within us actually. The wisdom, what happens when you actually dig with the plow, the mud under comes up. In the same way, your Purvajanma Vasanas, impressions, those things come up with that. So you are able to receive the right kind of knowledge. That is very, very important. When the wisdom is sown, it grows beautifully in the furrows that plowed by, that is dug by this plow. Mahasaraswati, that sattva gunam, again it is depicted, the purity of knowledge. Sattvic nature is depicted in the white sari that she is. Normally she is adorning that white sari. Comparing her to the moon shows her gentle nature. Gentle, and she's not ferocious nature. So they describe her even ferocious at the time when she's fighting. Her nature by itself is very gentle. Okay. We'll come to the next one. Om Kleem Rushiru Vacha. Kleem, I have told you, is the Kama Bijam. Kleem is the Bijam for desire. It is also it is also called Bhuvaneshwari Bijam. Bhuvaneshwari is the one who created this entire world, and who is the Ishwari of this entire world. And the entire Prapancham is created out of the desire to create. So the Kleem is the basic desire from which the entire Prapancham emerged. Pura Shumba Nishumbhabhyam Asurabhyam Sachipate. These are all things when you are reciting, it shouldn't be Pura Shumba Nishumbhabhyam Asurabhyam Sachipate. Asurabhyam. So you should know where to take the break. So Pura, if you are going to say it together, Pura Shumba Nishumbhabhyam Asurabhyam Sachipate. Sachipate is the one, the Lord of Pati. Pati means, Shachi means the might, the strength. Lord of that strength. That Shumba and Nishumba are the Asura, they are the chief of the Asura. They are the mighty Asuras, the mightiest of all. the lord of the might, the Asuras. Pura Shumba, long ago. They are telling the thing that has happened long ago. Once upon a time. So, Pura Shumba Nishumbhabhyam Ashurabhyam Shachipate. He is the lord of the might. Trilokyam Yanya Bhagascha Hritha Madha Balashrayat. Madha Balashrayat. Madham, the intoxication of strength. Madha Balam. Ashrayat. Madha Balam, they are so much intoxicated by their power and the strength. Trilogyam Yanya Bhagascha. Yanya Bhagam is meant only for the celestials. For the benefit of this world, for the fertility of this world, we give Yanya Bhagam to all the celestials to perform their duties. So this Prapancham is always taken care of. This is how the Sthiti Karanam, it has to happen. So what happens? Trilokyam Yanya Bhagascha. Everybody in the three lokam will be giving Yanya Bhagam. He took away everything. Why he took away? Madha Balashrayat. Because he was intoxicated by his own strength. Madha Bala. Arrogant. Grown arrogant with power and strength. They seized not only Shachipate. They say Shachipate. Sachi is the, Indra's wife is called Sachi. Shachipate is Indra. Indra, we can say Pura Shumba Nishumbhabhyam Ashurabhyam Shachipate. They seized the power of Indra from there. And the Yanya Bhagascha, Yanya Bhagascha, see, Trilokyam, all the three worlds, whoever was giving that Yanya Bhagam, they were forcibly taking it away. Madha Bala, because of their own power, the intoxication of they were so much arrogant and intoxicated. So here we have to note, though it meant once you become an Indra, everything you get it. All the things that are associated with that, they stressed on Mahishasura becoming an Indra there. But here, they seized Indra, but to get all his wealth. So the wealth is being concentrated here. Okay? Offerings, whatever it is. That is the wealth, no? The actually wealth of those celestials are the offerings that we give. That is why it is very, very important to do the yajnas here. So they get satisfied and they take care of everything, the best for this world. So that is the prosperity, that is the main prosperity. Other things and all that what we imagine, like how the heaven will be with all those things. But actual thing is, that is why the Grihatashrama is so important. If everybody becomes a sannyasi, those people will not get food. Only a Grihastha can perform that yajna, can sit near the fire and do it. So Grihasthashrama is so important. So when they perform yajna and when they put the dhavis there, it reaches them. That is why it is hailed so much, why we give so much importance to marriage and the Grihasthashrama and how you have to be doing your duty. That is because of that. The most important, because they also take care of the sannyasis, where the sannyasis will go. So everything, the centric force of the happenings is only Grihasthas. So it is not a demeaning one. That is what I wanted to tell. So they just took away all the, not only the power, they took away all his wealth. Tave, now everyone they are saying by name. Taveva Suryatham Tattva Dadikaram Tateda. Sun and the moon, their authority, they first usurped that authority. They took away the authority of the sun and the moon. Taveva Suryatham Tattva Dadikaram Tathaindavam. Indu  So these two, sun and the moon, their sovereignty they took. Kaubera Mathayamyam cha Chakrade Varunasya cha. Kuberam means wealth. So they have taken the power from Kuberan only. Kaubera Matha Yamyam cha, Yaman, death. So they just want to never die, ever live like the celestials. So they took away his power also. So they can choose when they want to disappear. So, Chakra Deva, even the sovereignty of Varuna, the rain god. So they took away all their power. Wealth, death and the ocean. Water, more than Varuna. Yaman. So that is why Yamyam means Yaman here. Taveva pavanar dhimcha chakratur vahni garmacha. Agni's functions. Agni's function is not only destruction, it is the yajna and taking the offerings to the celestials. So Agni's functions, this is the wind god. First pavanar dhimcha. Taveva pavanar dhimcha. They took away the power of wind god, that Vayu Bhagavan, and Chakratur Vahni Karmacha, and all the properties of Agni. Tatho Deva Vinirdhuta. Vinirdhuta is being driven away. Brashta Rajya, deprived of their kingdom. Brashta Rajya of Parajita. They defeated them and took away that Rajya. They chased them out of the Raja. Brashta Raja is like, chasing them away from the kingdom. So they not only took the functions and the power of these celestials, they drove them away from the kingdom. Hridadikaras tridasas thabhyam sarve nirakritaha. Mahasurabhyam tam devim samsmarantyaparajitam. Hridadikara, stripped of all their powers. What they did? They had to they got rejected. No, they had to come out of the heaven and they have to come. What next they have to think about? So all of them, Tridasasthabhyam sarve nirakritaha. So they all were removed from the heaven, being stripped away of their powers, and they get out of the kingdom. Mahasurabhyam tam devim, by those Maha Asurabhyam. So by those two people, Shumba and Nishumba, these people were all stripped of their power and chased out of their kingdom. Devim samsmarantyaparajita. As I told you, the Sandhi comes here, samsmaranti aparajita. So when it is said together, samsmarantyaparajita. You have to understand that. So it is very, very important, because aparajita stuti is what this is called. Aparajitam is the one who can never be defeated, one who can never be conquered. So inconquerable is what aparajita. So here Devi is meant as aparajita. So you cannot say samsmarantya parajita. You should never take a break there. Samsmarantya parajita. So samsmaranti abharaja. So they smaranam, they thought. First thought came was about the one who is invincible, who can never be conquered. So they immediately, all the 30 devatas, when they were stripped of their power and chased out of their kingdom by these two asuras, their thought first came was Devi. Yes?
It should be Surabhyam, not Asurabhyam.
Asurabhyam. Mahasurabhyam tam devi.
Suras are thinking of...
No. Suras are thinking. So Mahasurabhyam tam devi. Yeah. Surabhyam is celestials here. Mahasurabhyam tam devim. So the 30 celestials immediately samsmarant. They thought about the one who is invincible. Now they are not going to, first First and all, we saw they are going to Vishnu and Shiva and everybody, and then last they came to. Now they say we'll hit it on the nail. They go straight away. Because why? Why? The next line explains. Taya smakham varo datto yeda patsu smrta kilaha. Because she is the one who has given them the boon that whenever there is a problem for you, apatsu for you, I will be there to protect you. Remember me. Smrta kilaha. Remember me. So she granted us that boon. Bhavatam nashayisyami takshanat paramabadaya. I will immediate takshanat, that moment I will come and destroy them. She doesn't even give long period of time. That takshanam, that one moment, the moment you think about that, I will come and destroy whatever your problems were. So we remember that. So immediately they thought about her. So she is the one who granted us the boon that whenever you remember me in times of troubles, from that moment I will come and destroy. Put an end to all your problems. Only wish you could do it now in this Kali Yuga. No? Kali Yuga, our faith has come down so much. We don't approach her with that kind of faith, that is also come.
More in our own doership, I should do this,
that is one thing. See, the bhavana has to come from the heart. It is not what we read or anything. It is only in your heart the bhavana has to come. Even if you don't read anything, the bhavana is there, still you can call her. This is what it is, the purity of the heart and the bhavana with which you approach her. If you approach her as a mother, she is the mother. That is the classic was that Narsimha and Prahalada. He approached her like a mother, whereas others saw him as Narsimha, as Aghora Rupa Narsimha. Krodham, that Krodham was so much coming out of Narsimha. They were all scared, but this Balaka was not scared. He's a small kid. He was not, because the perception, beauty lies in the beholder. We say it's all lines that we all say. So what the bhavam in you, that only takes you there, not the words. That is why we have to have that kind of a faith when we approach her. Idi krutva mathim deva himavantam nageshwaram. Naga means mountains, Nageshwaram is Himavan. Is the king of mountains, Himalayas. That is where Devi is living. Immediately they said, okay, we are out of our kingdom, we will go straight to Himalayas and approach her. Jagmus tatra tatho devim Vishnu mayam pradushtuhu. Vishnu mayam. This is also like her making something that is like blinding our eyes. Vishnu mayam, we will go and first ask her to take the blinds off, so we see the truth. We will go there to the Himalayas. We will praise her. We will do stuti to her. So she comes and she takes away that Vishnu Maya. She is the Vishnu Maya. So we will ask her, we will pray to her only. Like how in the first, this one Brahma went straight to her. In the same way, all the devas go to Himalayas to worship her. Deva Uchuhu. Namo Devyai Mahadevyai Shivayai Satatham Namaha. Namav Prakrutyai Bhadrayai Niyatav Pranatasmatam. Satatham, Niyata, all those things are like, Satatham means always. Niyata means steadily you are, I am worshipping you, I am doing what is that? I am paying my respects to you with focused mind, with steady mind. Niyata. Namo Devyai, salutations to this Devi. Mahadevyai, she is the greatest of all devas. Shivayai Satatham Namaha. Shivayai means Shiva means auspiciousness. Shivaya, she is the embodiment of auspiciousness. Satatam Namaha, I always worship her. My salutations to her are meant for her always. Namah Prakrutye, she is the Mula Prakriti, from which everything emerged. Namah Prakrutye, Bhadraye, Bhadra means she is the gracious one. Bhadraye, Niyata of Pran, I worship her, I pay my salutations to her with focused mind. So with the mind, intent completely fixed on her. When the mind is completely fixed on her, I am paying my salutations to her. I bow down to her. Aparajita, this is the first verse of that Aparajita Stuti. Aparajita Stuti, I told it is like, the one who is invincible. They are all praising her now, so she comes and saves them. And we have to also see that in this Aparajita Stuti, we have seen 4 stutis. We are going to see one more later. So we are seeing four stutis. Among these stutis, this is the one that addresses her in the third person. If you see, we have seen already 2.
Devi, it was you
first 2, like, Shakradi Stuti and Brahma Stuti. They are addressing her straight, but here she is being addressed in the third person. Okay, she is being addressed. This is one of the uniqueness of this Aparajita Stuti. We say, like, Shakradi Stuti, we said that is the most beautiful of all the stutis in this, because the meter itself is so beautiful, like, Vasanta Tilaka meter. It is so beautiful. So that is very special. In the same way, the speciality of this Aparajita Stuti is that Devi is addressed in the third person here. Okay, that is something, and we have to see that how the power, like, we see so many characteristics of her mentioned in this, one after another. But it all emerges from the one single one. That's why Mula Prakrutye, Bhadraye, all those things we say. Like, the first line itself says, she's the absolute one. From everything emerged from her. From which that one Mula Prakriti, the entire Prapancham emerged. So, that, how one became many. All those things, because many characteristics emerged from her. That is what we are going to see one by one. And also the contradictions. Raudraye, see, first Bhadraye. Bhadraye is the gentle one, gracious one. Here, next one is absolutely contradictory. Raudraye Namo Nityaye. Raudraye Namo. So, salutation to the one who is terrible. Raudraye Namo Nityaye. Gauriye Dhatriye Namo Namah. Gauri, who is the eternal. Nityaye, because Nityaye Gauriye. She is the eternal one, and she has got the golden hue. Gauri, Gauri means that golden color, complexion. And she is shining in golden complexion. Dhatri Gauriye, Dhatri Namo Namah, who sustains this universe. Dhatri, she is the one who sustains this universe. I pay my salutations to her. Jyotsnai, Raudraye, they said again, the contradictory, they come. Jyotsnai, like a moonlight, she is so cool. Moonlight is cool. So, Jyotsnai, Chendu Rupinye, Indu Rupinye. She is the form of the moon. She is the form of the moon, and the light that emerges also hers. Sukhaye Satatam Namaha. She is the one who is always in a blissful state. So, nothing of so many characteristics we are going to explain doesn't affect her. Though everything emerged from her. This is what it means. Everything emerged from her, but she is always in a blissful state, in a kind of an equilibrium. Nothing has affected her. So many times I wonder, nothing affects them. So many things that is happening in this world, when you look at it, nothing affects her divine. How much ever we say.
So our calling is very essential. No?
Yes. we have to shout at the top of our voice, because probably that will only. So the frightening, the moment they say she is terrible and frightening to look out, immediately they shift to she is Nitya, she is like Gauri Deham, and she is the one who is protecting you, Dhatri. And Jyotsnaya, immediately, they don't even wait. One more word is also not there. The next word, the complete change of the character is. So, from that changeless reality, this kind of changes happen. Very difficult to comprehend for us, because we cannot relate to that kind of how from the changeless reality, Nitya, it is eternal, changeless, how so many changes are happening. This is the, probably slowly we will also get to know about it. Kalyanyai pranadham. Kalyani means auspicious. Beauty is called Kalyani. Kalyanyai pranadham. I bow to Kalyani, who is auspicious. Vridhyai siddhyai kurmo namo namaha. Namo namaha. Again and again I pay my salutations, who is prosperity. Vridhyai. Vridhyai means you have to expand, prosperity. Siddhyai. Siddhyai is attainment. Siddhi, something is you are going to acquire is called Siddhyai. Even if in your prayers are answered, prayers are Siddhi, it has to happen Siddhyai. Siddhyai means attainment. Nairudhyai, again the contrasting thing. Nairudhyai bhubhrutam Lakshmi. Bhubhrutam is the kings. She is the good fortune as well as the misfortune for kings. Nairudhyai. Nairudhyai is misfortunes. Lakshmi is good fortune. We saw Sri and Alakshmi in the previous, the contrasting two aspect of that, the Dvantam aspect of that. Nairudhyai bhupradham Lakshmi Sharvanyai te namo namah. Sharvanyai is the one who is, she is everything. Sharvanyai, everything is her. So Shakradisuddhi, we saw Lakshmi, Sri and Alakshmi. Here we are saying Nairuthi and Lakshmi. So Nairuthi, interestingly, is something that I got a small explanation about Nairuthi. Nairuthi appears as the daughter of Adharma and Himsa. Okay? Unrighteousness and injury. Adharma and Himsa. She is in turn gives birth to Naraka and Bhaya. Okay? This is a small kind of information, that's all.
Nairuthi is also a
direction. Yes, southwest direction is called Nairuthi. Southwest is called Nairuthi. Nairuthi is, the name Nairuthi is also given to someone who is the daughter of Adharma and Himsa, and she in turn gives birth to Naraka and Bhaya. Just information. And we can understand that misfortune is what? She is the embodiment of misfortune. That is why it is her, the name is mentioned here. Rutha means they say Nai Rutha. Rutha means what? Opposite of Rutha. Nairuthi is the opposite of Rutha. Rutha, decay. Nairuthi is decay, they say. Then it must be Vritti. Same da. Alakshmi and Shri anga varudhu. Shri and Alakshmi. Inga vandu Lakshmi and Nairuthi nu varudhu.
Nairuthi's father and mother, can you please repeat?
Nairuthi is the daughter of Adharma and Himsa. Adharma and Himsa. She gives birth to Naraka and Bhaya. Very deadly combination. That is why misfortune at the highest level. highest level of misfortune. When Lakshmi can denote highest level of wealth and fortunes, she is just the opposite of that. Durgaye, Durgaparaye, Saraye, Sarvagarinyai, Kyatyai Tataiva Krishnaye, Dhumraye Satatam Namaha. Durgaye, Durga is the one who takes us through all our difficulties. Durgaparaye, Durga is the one who takes us through all difficulties. Durgaye, Durgaparaye. Saraye, she is the essence of everything. Saraye, Sarvakarinye, essence of every happening in this world. She is the essence of everything because she is the one who created. So she is the essence of everything that happens in this world. Sarvakarinye, Kyatyai. She is the knowledge, right knowledge. Kyatyai, she is the right knowledge. Krishnaye Dhumraye Namaha. Knowledge doesn't come to us so easily. It is dark and smoky. So many times which is dharma and adharma we don't know. It is all the grey area. It's always mentioned as grey area. No? Dharma for someone becomes adharma for the other. No? Like that, it is a smoky. That is why very, very interestingly you have to see these are all the words. She is the knowledge. But Krishna, she is dark. She is holding back the knowledge. She is not revealing her knowledge. Krishna, she's dark. Dhumraye, it's confusion, state of confusion. So it's smoky area, grey area. So she is the one when the rough going is there in your life, she's the one who is going to take you through that or take you out of that. We should say take you through it because she holds your hand and makes you, because karma doesn't, we have to go through whatever we have done in the past. We have all come with a baggage. No? We cannot say that, okay, now that I am reciting Devi Mahatmyam, let me be spared. No. But we have to understand lest why we have to recite all these things. She takes you along. So there is no difficulty for you to, you go through the thing, but you sail through it.
You go through it gracefully.
Gracefully. Yes. That makes a lot of difference. That makes a lot of difference. Going through something, somebody to hold hand and walk you through that is very, very important. That is the reason we are reciting all these things. Somebody, Durgaye, Durgaparaye.
Durgaparaye here is the Parashakti. That way.
Durga is the deity. Why she is called Durga is the one because she is taking you through the difficulties. Durgaparaye. That is, Durga is the deity. She got the name Durga because she takes you through the difficult period. Atis, this is the greatest one. Ati Saumyadi Raudraye. Can somebody be beautiful when they are frightened? Angry. Only she can be, no? Ati Saumyadi. She is the most gentle, most beautiful. Ati Saumya. Saumya, normal Saumya means Ati Saumya. Raudrai, but she is the most fierce one. She is the most fierce one, but she is so beautiful. Ati Saumyadi Raudraye Nadastasyai Namo Namaha. I just bow down to her and I pray to her. Nadastasyai Namo Namaha. Namo Jagat Pratishtaye Devyai Krutyai Namo Namaha. She is the creative. What she does, from her everything emerges. She is the one who created it. So she is the one who has created it. She is the Mula Prakriti, from that everything emerged. So Devi Krutyai Namo. She is the Krutya is the one who is creative action. They mean creative action. So the two aspects again, the Saumyadi and Raudra, both are together mentioned here, and Jagat, she is the support of this world. Both the things are in her only, and she is the support of Jagat Pratishthai. Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Vishnu Mayeti Shabdita Namastasye Namastasye. So many times this Namastasye Namastasye Namastasye. Why this should be 3 times repeated? There is a reason for it. There are 2 reasons they have given. Interpretations. I shouldn't be saying it as a reason. 2 interpretations they have given for that is like, one is because Gunatrayam. Nothing in this prapancham is purely one guna. It's a mixture of all gunas in different permutation, combination. In different percentages, all the 3 gunas are present. So in one individual, all the 3 gunas are present. So for each guna, we are saying Namastasya. For Sattva, Tamas and Rajas, we say Namastasya, Namaste. Because all the 3 gunas are present in me. And with all the 3 gunas, I am paying respect to you. So this is one interpretation. The other interpretation is like, everything in this world has got 3 sheets. In the sense like gross. There is a gross form we see outside, but there is always a subtle form behind it and the causal form behind that. Why it has come? The emergence of the gross form depends on the causal form. And Sukshma Deham is in between. Got it? So everything in this universe, you cannot take a plant as just a plant. It appears as plant. There is a Sukshma Deham behind that. And why it became a plant is the cause behind that. There are three aspects in every being in this prapancham. Why they are what they are. Sukshma, causal, Sukshma, Stula, Sukshma, Karana. Stula is the gross form, Sukshma is the subtle form, and Karana is the causal form. The cause for the gross. Gross form, there should be a cause. You cannot put some seed and then expect it to grow something else. The seed that you put, that only is going to come out. So the Karanam is the seed. Okay, so Sukshma Deham, Sukshma, these 3 forms are. So all the 3 forms are paying respect to. That is why the repetition of 3 times this Namastasya, they say there one interpretation is there is no purity or purely one guna. All the 3 gunas are present in every being in different percentages. So all the 3 gunas are present. So for the 3 gunas, we are saying 3 times Namastasya. In the same way, there is another interpretation, like there is the 3 bodies that we have, causal body, Sukshma Deham and the Stula Deham. With these 3, we pay. So the Vishnu Maya, that is the first one. This is the Maya, That is why because of these 3 aspects that are emerging, there is no purity of any guna here in any one. It looks like it is the combination of all gunas. Everything is Maya. That is why the first, addressing her first as Vishnu Maya. Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Vishnu Mayeti Shabdita. Namastasya, Namastasya, Namastasya. Because everything is not what it is. Nothing in this world is what actually it looks like. So that is why don't believe. The first one, they just hit it on the nail. Don't get carried away by the looks of what it is. There is so many things behind it. Three gunas philosophy is explained in the Sankhya philosophy, whereas the Upanishads explain the Karana Karideham. That is the reason, why how the Vishnu Maya, that is like the projection of this threefold power. Why they say 3 Namastasya again Vishnu Maya has got threefold power. First is Avarana Shakti, which conceals the Absolute, which conceals the Brahma. So, because it doesn't expose the Brahma. That is, our journey is to find out what is Brahma. It's a treasure hunt. So, we don't know what it is. So, the Avarana Shakti is one that conceals it. It doesn't stop with only concealing. It projects it as a different one. Concealing is a Viksheva Shakti. This Vishnu Maya is something, first that it conceals the real one, but it projects it as something else. Viksheva Shakti. That is the second one. Satvik is the Jnana Shakti. You have to find out now, you have been given the knowledge to find out which is the real one. Satvik. So the three gunas. First, Avarana Shakti is the tamasic guna because it is concealed, tamasic, dark it is. And Viksheva Shakti, the projection that you see it, is the rajasic aspect. Sattvic aspect is the jnana. Jnana Shakti is the sattvic aspect. Because of the jnana, you find out which is the real one. The three Vishnu Maya emerges in three aspects like this. That is the reason first one they have said as Vishnu Maya. Vishnu Maya is the main thing. You have to understand, like, this is not true what we are seeing. It is Maya.
So this is Icha Jnana and this also.
No, Icha Jnana Kriya, you can say that. You can say that. But Icha Shakti is not something that is different from Avarana Shakti. Avarana Shakti is complete concealment of what is real. What is the absolute one. If you say, like, we project what is being projected as gods and with the different forms and things like that, it is all like it has got its limitations in a form or in a whatever be the form. Even if you take it as a Shalagramam or even if you take it as a Spadigalingam, it is a form. It is, you cannot contain. What cannot, even when you are doing Dhyanam, forget about all those things. You are doing Dhyanam. In that Dhyanam, the Prapancha Shakti, which is everywhere, you try to fix it in your Dhyanam. Containing it, in limiting it. Akasham is everywhere. In an empty pot is also Akasham is there. What is projected? So the Avarana Shakti is complete concealment of the reality. And Viksheva Shakti is projecting the reality as something else. We have to understand that. So the Jnanam, the knowledge is what it is. Icha Kriya Jnana Shakti comes in the creation. This is another Sukshma aspect of the creation. That is Icha Kriya Jnanam, Icha Jnana and Kriya Shakti is gross form.
Distortion part.
This is actually distortion part. Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Chetanepya Vidhiyate. Can go. You have time? It's okay? Okay. Ya Devi Sarva Bodheshu Chetanepya Vidhiyate. She is seen as consciousness in every person, in every being. She is seen as consciousness. First we say she is Vishnu Maya. She is concealment and everything we say. Where is she? She is your consciousness. So that is the Jnanam. We have to read the Jnanam. We have to realize the Jnanam. There is a big travel gap between the two. So salutations to her. Namastasye, namastasye, namo namaha. Namastasye, namo namaha. So what they say is, in the dreamless sleep, Sushupti Avastha, there is the absence of all indriyas and the mind and the buddhi. All the three are absent. Do you get up in the morning as a realized soul? When all of us say, like, when the mind is absent, when the buddhi is absent, you are realizing the truth.
I think that realization is also gone, right?
It doesn't happen. You don't get up, no? You don't get up as a what is still hiding it? Your consciousness is still, there are the Pancha Kosham is there, no? Annamaya Kosham, Manomaya Kosham, Jnanamaya Kosham. No? Last, there is one Kosham, still is attached to that, concealing it, is the Anandamaya Kosham. Anandamaya Kosham, even in your deep sleep, it is concealing the reality. So that is why you don't get up as a realized soul when you get up from the sleep, deep sleep. The consciousness is within so many layers of protections inside. So even when you are sleeping, big game, no? That is why she is Lalita. She is playing a game. So, beyond this Annam, Pranam, everything, even Pranam, like, when you are breathing is different when you are in a deep sleep state. Because it doesn't come out. It is just stays inside. All those things that happen, all the yoga thing they say, like, the breathing technique has to be changed. So it just circulates, so you don't breathe out. So you don't lose your energy and all those things. They are all correct. It is all happening. Also for us in the every day, every night we go through this. Still that Anandamaya Kosham. This Annamaya, Pranamaya, Manomaya and Vijnanamaya, all those things are absent in the deep sleep state. But still Anandamaya Kosham is concealing the reality. That is the reason we don't get realized even after a good... We don't get that enlightenment after the deep sleep. When we get up like a normal person as though we had a good rest. That's all. How meaningless, no? How Vishnu Maya works like. Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Buddhi Rupena Samstita. That's right. That is why. See how the connection is made. That's what yesterday I was telling you. Each one, the expression, there is a connection between the two of them. So, they said like, you have to use your intellect to find her. Because it is still hidden even in your deep sleep. Anandamaya Kosa is still hiding the reality inside. Even when you are in deep sleep, Sushupti state, so you have to use your buddhi, intelligence to discern and delete all the doubts. First, doubts had to be cleared because only doubts come when you want to go into it. Why? Why this is happening? Is it right or wrong? What they say is someone has written it, whether it is right or wrong. All these things, the doubts are the worst. All the things can be analyzed through the buddhi and you find out the truth. Okay. So again hidden, that's Ya Devi's. No, wait. So this is Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Nidra Rupena Samstita. They said no Nidra. Nidra, there is no point in Nidra other than the physical relaxation. Nidra doesn't give you anything else than that. So the dreamless state is only a cessation of thoughts because mind is not working, indriyas are completely this thing. Even in the swapna state, this Sushma Deham, it doesn't leave so easily. It takes on to the Sushma Deham and you dream. The body is resting, indriyas are not active. In the swapna state, the soul takes consciousness takes the sukshma deham and works as whatever is stored memories as swapna. So when the thought completely, there's a cessation of thought completely only in the deep sleep state. Nidra rupena samstita. So the mind is completely subdued in that state. That is different. Avarana Shakti is different. Now we say like it. So this form of sleep and rejuvenation post-sleep is necessary for every being in this world. So this is the most important thing. Even before food, they have given importance to sleep. Because it is only in that sleep when it gets regulated, you have the life in general, your health in general matters actually. Food also comes next.
1/3 of our life we sleep.
I thought more than that.
More than that.
Because physically we sleep only maybe 1/3 of the life. So many times we are blind to so many things happening, that means we are still sleeping only. When so many things happen, when we are awake also, we are sleeping only, because we are not paying any attention to what is happening around us. That is why they say though, still Avarna Shakti is there, Anandamaya Kosham is hiding the truth. So that awareness is something, that consciousness, awareness is something that we get to know it because of the sleep. Only in the dreamless state, we understand, when you get out of the dreamless state, Sushupti state, you understand, the search is there. We were like a log a few minutes back. What makes me get up and think that I am the same person who went to sleep? That is a miracle. If you think about it, after that log-like position in Sushupti, where mind doesn't work, everything is off. The Vikshepa Shakti is something projection, how it is projected. How we are able to connect with our own selves when we get up from the dreamless sleep. It is all miraculous. No? It is like a reset button and everything goes back to its original. Beach every day we have that reset button. Then only the clock works well. Then the food comes. First given preference to sleep. Nidra rupena. Ya Devi sarva bhuteshu shuddha rupena samstita. Hunger. Hunger actually takes care of your physical health. See, physical health is very, very important for your spiritual progress. They say, there is a saying, the man with cancer cannot think about anything else but cancer. It is a saying, but it is the truth. If we have a small pain somewhere, all our focus is only on that. We don't need to go up to cancer. If you have a small pain, so your mind, your intellect, all your abilities as a human being, it is given for some purpose. The whole purpose gets diverted into a small injury there. No? We are not. So the health is very, very important. That is the reason. Physical health. Siddha Vaidya emerged because of that. No? The Ayurveda concept is taking care of your body is very important. So the Nidra and the hunger. It is only when you are hungry. I am full. When you say that, I am full. When you eat, after when you feel really hungry and you eat your food, you say you are full. Full means what? Purna. You enjoy that Purnami. How you enjoy the dreamless state. You enjoy the completeness when you are hungry and when you have food. So without hunger, you should not have food. Because experiencing it every time, our thoughts become different. So you have to feel hungry. Hunger is very, very important aspect. So if you are not feeling hungry, then there is something wrong with you. Hungry is something, because it happens even if a lion or tiger has a big kill and has its food, 3-4 days it will not eat anything. Even for 4-5 days, if it is a big kill, then it will not eat anything till it again feels hungry. Then that is how we are the only people on earth. Time again. We see, no, we look at the time and we eat, no. Whether we feel hungry or not, we look at the time and we let us finish this off. It is more tikma. So without hunger, these are all the lessons that we have to learn. You look at the animals, they don't, just because they are going, they will not kill some animal. It's lion or anyone. They kill an animal only when they are hungry. And not that everything they take, the entire family sits around it and eats. It is only the human beings, because we have been given such great powers. So that fullness that you have to feel it, that gives a different mind aspect. So these are all necessary for our health. Ya Devi Sarva Bhudeshu Chaya Rupena Samstita. Chaya happens because light gets obstructed. It happens on the opposite side of the light. Chaya happens here. What they say, she is the light. She is the one who is hiding the light, and she is the shadow that falls down. Chaya Rupena Samstita. She is everything. Normally we say light is obstructed, the shadow comes. All our painting skills are only that, light and shadow. How you are going to, what is the distance of the shadow you have to put? All these things. When we were learning, it is only light and shadow. We call it as negative spacing. We will put shadow everywhere, dark. And then the thing emerges. And we put light then. Light and shadow, no? That is an important one. So the light and the obstruction of the light and the shadow, all three are her. That is why Chaya Rupena Samstita. So first they said she is the light, and then she says she is everything in this Prakriti, and she is also the shadow of that. The universe, its cause, universe is the shadow of the divine. Okay, universe, its cause is the thing that is causing the shadow. The cause is causing the shadow of this universe, which is the source, is the divine light, divine absolute is the source. All three are her. Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Shakti Rupena Samstita. Power. In all beings, she is in the form of power. Power Shakti also, even for male gods, this Shakti is a feminine gender, they call it. But even for male god, we say Shakti. Shakti, power is called only Shakti even for male gods. So it may be feminine gender. It is astonishing. So Shakti is the singular power which is feminine. And everything in this universe is nothing other than that divine Shakti. Everything operates, the presence, the way it is going around, everything happens because of that Shakti. That is the unique power. Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Trishna Rupena Samstita. You asked me that day why these two are so separated, these to be together. They are talking about fullness there. When they talk about Kshuddha Rupena Samstita. Trishna is thirst, in the form of thirst. Here they are not talking about physical thirst, thirst for knowledge, thirst to reach the divine, thirst to get redeemed, because this is the sattvic aspect we are dealing with. This is the thirst. It is metaphoric thirst. It is not thirst as physical thirst what we are talking about. So thirst, it has got the gross form as thirst. But because this is sattvic, they are talking about knowledge, thirst. So there are three thirsts they are saying. Sattvic thirst is sacred, the most sacred. Rajasic thirst There are three gunas ke liye three kind of thirst. Rajas people, they always want something to keep happening all the time, that excitement to that it is happening. So something to keep happening all the time is what? Rajasic thirst happens. And the worst is the tamasic thirst, which is like, the animal pressure, the sexual animal pressure. That is the lowest of all the thirst. So the superior is the thirst for the knowledge to attain the Brahman. That is the sattvic thirst they are talking about. The thirst, the three kind of thirst, what they say is these thirst, not the gross form. Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Kshanti Rupena Samsida. The patience, forgiveness, you have to forgive yourself. So many times, how many times we have actually found fault with ourselves, torturing ourselves for what we had done some time back. We never move out of that, grow out of that. Moving on is something, it is very difficult for us to do it, because that thought keeps coming back to us, like why we did what we did. So to forgive ourselves, forgiving others is one thing. Forgiving others, someone who has done wrong to you, how we are able to forgive them. She is the one, she is in the form of forgiveness. Shanti Rupena, she is the one who forgives in the form of, she abides in everybody in the form of forgiveness. So, how much we are able to forgive others for doing wrong things to us? How much we are able to forgive ourselves for the wrong things we have done in the past? She is in the form of that. We should learn to forgive us as well as others. That is what they are saying. So many times, like the energy that comes, energy that we lose in not forgiving is much more than, because we are not able to move on with life, move on with others. There's two things, like, without forgiveness, we are not able to move on with others, move on with ourselves. So many times we get stuck. We go to so many psychiatrists to find a solution. So many things that has happened in the past in our lives. So many things, like, so many times, so many things that has happened at the point of some time in your life when you were young. That is because of your experience in this world or your past vasanas. We are not able to get over it. We don't forgive ourselves for having done such thing. So it is all hindrance to liberating yourself. That is why they say Shanti Rupena Samstita. That is a bondage. It is not a liberation. So not forgiving is a bondage. Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Jati Rupena Samstita. Jati means order. Jati means order. In the form, everything in this world, there is an order to that. Nothing like, if you put a seed, it has a way to grow. There's a process. The process doesn't change. If a sun has to take this many days to circle, it goes in the same. There is an order in the creation. If a child is to be born, the child goes through phases to grow. Everything in this world has an order. So Jati Rupena means it's forming the order. Order is something. We mammals give birth to babies, whereas from birds come out of eggs. If you take so many creatures, you can put some seed somewhere to grow a plant. There are so many things that happen, but each and everything follow their order. They don't crisscross. No. They follow their order. That is the thing, that she is in the form of order in this prapancham. Whether it is animal or animate or plants, inorganic forms, minerals. Everything has got an order. How many protons, neutrons each? They don't go. Otherwise the whole periodic table will be a humbug. No? There is no change in that. The order I am saying, like, not only in animals and human beings and all living beings in general, but inanimate beings also have those minerals from, you have this many atoms for this many minerals, this many neutrons, this many protons, all those things you have it. So, but we have to understand, with so many different orders, there is a kind of harmony in this universe. What is the uniting force of everything? Because the consciousness that is within everything is the same. That is the string that connects the entire prapancha. Otherwise, it will not be harmoniously. It will not be going on. No? What the string that connects the entire prapancham and with every being is the consciousness that is present in the. It is hidden, like a string that, like beads. When you string the beads, you can see the beads, but the string is hidden. But the string is the one that is holding the beads together. It is like that. The consciousness being present in every being is the one that makes the entire thing work harmoniously. Though everything has got a different order of doing it. That's very important, that is. Size is also, even a earthworm is there. Mosquito is also living its life. And a giant whale also has got its own form. No. Like when you look at it, it is amazing how the prapancham works. Ya Devi sarva bhuteshu lajja rupena samstita. Lajja is something, the modesty. Modesty is something again and again in the first chapter itself. Lajja pushtis tata tushtis tvam shanti kshanti revacha. These are all the qualities that he has given. Now we are seeing each one of them. Again and again in the fourth, Shraddha Satam Kulajana Prabhavasya Lajjam. Kulajana Prabhavasya Lajja. You have to be modest when you are praised. You cannot say that I am the minister's son or I am this one, that one. I come from such a big family. Like the richest person's family, and I cannot get away with something. No? So you have to have that modesty. So modesty is one aspect that they say it is very important. Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Shanti Rupena Samstita. So when you when harmony comes, peace also comes. No? So the peace comes, Shanti Rupena Samstita. So the entire prapancham, it is harmonious. But it's not without any conflicts. The prapancham, the functioning of the prapancham is harmonious. The mind that is that is conflict ridden, that waiting for some kind of conflicts. To find peace in that. She is in the form of peace. Shanti Rupena Samsita. She is in the form. That is also present in every being. It is not that every time you want to fight. You also want some peace somewhere. After being in a mela, you just want a very quiet place to sit for at least 5 minutes to get back to your routine. Get back to what you are in general. No? So that peace is there. It is inherent in us. We should not go after conflicts. So keep that peace, because she is in the form of peace in every being. Namastasye, 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 namo namah. So the Shraddha and the Harivamsa, Shanti, the peace, is personified as the daughter of Shraddha. Faith gives peace. No? Peace, how do you get? The faith that you have is the one. So that is the reason here Shanti comes, and the next verse talks about Shraddha. And we'll learn it first and then we will talk about it. Guru Pyo Namaha.